gentlemen, the story you're about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
This is the city. Los Angeles, California. The city's sidewalks were busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. And in the air, there was a feeling of Christmas, man. There was no snow to crunch, but the kids were definitely bunching. They were watching out, not crying and pouting. No. They knew why, and the last thing on anybody's mind was being picked up on a 409-6325-096704. Not believing in Santa Claus. That's where I come in. I'm a policeman. I wear a badge. For crying out loud, it was a Wednesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, 4:35 p.m. I was working the holiday watch outside Homicide with my partner. You know the story. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, the only thing stirring were me and my paperwork, my partner and his typewriter, the chief arguing about working on a holiday for crying out loud, and a mouse. The chief is Captain Kellogg. My partner is Frank Jones. Yeah, my name, Wednesday, but forget about it.
Hang up your stocking yet, Joe?
Yeah, just before I came down. You too, Frank?
Always do. Hung it up early, just in case I have to work late tonight. Wouldn't want to miss out on when Santa Claus comes, you know?
Yeah, sure wouldn't. Yeah, it'd be a shame.
What you gonna do tomorrow, Joe? What you gonna do on Christmas? You got any plans?
I don't know, man. Nothing much.
Why don't you come by the house, Joe? We're gonna have Christmas dinner. You know, all the trimmings.
Yeah.
Turkey, celery, stuffing, oysters maybe, chestnuts. All the trimmings, cranberry sauce. Love to have you. The missus always fixes a plate of relish with them little carrot sticks. You know, olives, pickles, scallions. Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. Did you ever notice that, Joe?
Ever notice what, Frank?
How most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
Scallions.
Anytime after 2, Joe. Love to have you.
Yeah, well, I'll see.
Love to have you.
I'll see.
The missus always fixes a plate of relish with them carrot sticks. You know them little carrot sticks? Olives, pickles, scallions.
Yeah, let's not go through that again.
Love to have you. Go through what again, Joe?
How most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
You noticed that too, huh, Joe?
Homicide. Wednesday.
What's the matter, Joe? What's the matter, Joe?
Bringing a guy in on a 409-635-096704.
You mean?
Yeah, a guy who don't believe in scallions. Santa Claus. 6:29 p.m. We questioned the guy who didn't believe in Santa Claus. A guy named Grudge. Says here, your name's Grudge. That right?
Yeah.
Said you didn't believe in Santa Claus?
It's hard to believe what you just said. Did you really say that? Sure, I said it. How do you know there's a Santa Claus? You got a picture of him?
No. A mugshot.
Any fingerprints?
No latent prints. I just know. That's all. It's like saying there isn't an Easter bunny.
That's another guy there ain't know of.
Hey, watch your story, mister.
Joe, he just said that to make me feel bad, didn't he? There really is an Easter bunny, isn't there, Joe?
Listen, Crutch. Didn't I pick you up 3 years ago on a 1492 for not believing in Columbus?
Yeah, I don't believe in Cleveland or Cincinnati either.
Well, how about Toledo?
I ain't made my mind up yet about Toledo.
Okay, mister. I get the picture now. You don't believe in nothing, do you?
Nothing. You want to know something else?
What? What's that?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk right out of this room, because you guys ain't got nothing on me. There ain't no law against not believing in Santa Claus.
There is in my book. Let me tell you something, mister. I'm gonna prove that there's a Santa Claus. Yeah, even if it takes me all night.
Ha! Pretty funny. The police department's got nothing else to do.
Let me straighten you out, buddy. This one's on Frank and me. Right, Frank? Right, Frank?
There really really is an Easter Bunny, isn't it, Joe? You know, hippity-hopping down the bunny trail?
I took Grudge over to the helicopter, got in, flew around the city for hours. I showed him department stores. What's hurrying in and out of those department stores, Grudge?
Happy people, but I ain't impressed.
I showed him stockings. How are those stockings hung, Grudge?
By the chimney with care, but I didn't hang none up.
I showed him children, nestled, all snuggled in their beds. What's dancing in their heads, Grudge?
Visions of sugar plums, but you ain't selling me. There ain't no Santa Claus.
He still didn't believe. There was only one thing left to do. My job, get to the North Pole. 11:45 p.m. We arrive at the North Pole. I set the plane down, and we walked over to Santa's workshop. Rang the bell. Pardon me, sir. Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, sure. Just tickle me to death.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a brownie.
What are you doing at the North Pole, for crying out loud? With a southern accent.
Well, the boss sort of ran short on help this year. So he had to recruit a few of us brownies from the South Pole.
That figures.
What a waste of time.
Okay, could we talk to your boss, please?
Oh, he's out. You would come on the one night he's out in the whole year.
What's your particular job, Mr. Brownie?
My boss has 8 tiny reindeer. My job? Feed them.
So, yes, sir. So, what do you feed them?
Well, most times I fix up a little plate of relish. Olives, pickles, and them carrot sticks. You know them little old carrot sticks. And scallions. Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. How'd you know?
Just a stab in the dark. So, the little man, you showed us through the workshop.
My boss will be back for a second load pretty soon. Say, would y'all like to hear an interesting story?
Yes, sir.
Well, you see that huge pile of presents over there? Man, look at all that stuff. Would you believe it? They're all for the same man. Been piling up here year after year.
Why didn't the guy ever get them?
Yeah, why? 'Cause he didn't believe in my boss. You know the rules.
We know.
I don't suppose there's no chance that this guy can still get the presents? Oh, sure. He gets them all the minute he believes. But I don't suppose he ever will.
Too bad about that guy. What's his name?
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
Come on, Mr. Brownie. What's his name?
His name? Grudge?
Brownie seen us to the door and wished us a Merry Christmas. We were headed back to the plane. Then it happened.
Hey.
Yeah, Grudge.
You know that guy I said I didn't believe in?
Who's that?
Santa Claus.
Yes, sir.
You think I'm too old to change my mind?
You're never too old, Mr. Grudge.
Well, then, I believe in Santa Claus and Columbus.
How about Cleveland, Cincinnati, and the, Easter Bunny?
Yeah, them too.
And, what about Toledo?
I still ain't made up my mind yet about Toledo.
Look, Grudge, up in the sky. He's coming back for a second load.
Look, it's Santa Claus. It's Santa Claus.
There's the only guy I know who can make everybody happy in one night.
Yeah, he must have the biggest heart in the whole world.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.